Hello? Oh my gosh. What's going on? Me, I'm just doing my laundry. Just grabbing a couple of items and throwing it in. Look, I'm not sponsored or anything. So I wanted to show you something. Look at that. I'm just kidding, I didn't eat it. Welcome, yet again, to another whatever the fuck this is. I decided that it was time to make one. I just got back from an interview, thus the get-up, and I've been meaning to do this for a minute. There are just some things in life, they can't be put off. And like the late Carl Weathers says in Rocky,
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
and so there's only today. And so I wanted to record the intro to this video in a sort of different way by doing some laundry. Because we've all got some laundry to air out. Am I right? Am I right? Is that what the kids say? So it's been hard. It's been really rough. The things that I want to talk about how my life is going. I also want to talk about some prospects. I mean, I don't know if it's like more prospects than it is like things that I've been working on, things that I'm excited to work on, things that I want to work on. I don't know. Again, this is probably more like an update series than anything else. So things are moving forward in my life and backwards, such as the way of life. I wonder how this is even playing. Is it weird that I'm putting dirty laundry in this, or is it more relatable? In any case, I persist. This is getting fuller by the second. I really throw everything in with no care. You know, I throw it in, I put a Tide Pod in, and I hope for the best. And that's how I think my mom raised me. You know what I hate when doing laundry is when the socks fall on the ground. But especially when you have a lower unit, when you have a unit that's lower, and then, or even above, I don't know. Like you take it out of the washer, and the socks are always what fall down to the bottom. Not that it really matters, you're putting them on your dirty, stanky ass feet, but it's still just like the principle of it all. Like, oh, fucking, I'm cleaning that, and now it's dirty again. I'm working my Type 5 on you guys. Is it working? Am I doing it? Are you laughing? In my last update, I'm pretty sure that I said that I was fun employed. It's no longer fun. It hasn't been fun. It actually was never fun. The fun was just doing things during the day to forget about being unemployed, which negatively impacted my job search. I really thought I was going to have a job again, my old job I should say, by this point. But look at me now. It has been very difficult for everybody in post-production, and I also just realized that a lot of these positions for VFX coordinators and such that have opened up were postings that were posted 6 months ago at the time of the strike, at the height of the strikes. What? What is this, a bait and switch? What the fuck am I doing? I had to cave in and apply to Nordstrom, of all places. And they even denied me. Thankfully, honestly, I do not want to go back. Even if it's a better experience, I really do not want to go back. But I am in need of money. I'm in desperate need because I have to participate in a system that I did not choose or a life that I did not necessarily want. But you know what? I make the best of it. And I try to make the best of it for those around me. And I'm trying to enrich my life in a bunch of different ways and maintain good, clean habits. I don't know, I'm talking like this. Look at what I got for Christmas. Look at this. It's dirty, but I love it. Looks like it came from a gas station. Like a trucker stop station. Have I been out of focus this entire time? And here I am, thinking I was in focus. Ooh, there's trash in the background that I need to take out. I'm trying to block that. Lindsay, if you're watching this, probably not, but I'm sorry. Well, that's going to be my first load. And here's my next load.
Is this thing on? Hey, welcome to the bedroom. Yeah, Expelliarmus. Expecto Patronum. Don't drink my Patronum. It's only Malort here. You guys, this is my Wizarding World of Harry Potter Chicago guy. That's my guy. I don't know why I do that voice, but it happened. Speaking of, look, from the laundry segment. It's clean now. This is the future. And this is a pen. I want you to sell me this pen. Just kidding. I already have it. It's a fountain pen. It's pretty cool. I love it. It's one of my favorite gifts that I got this last Christmas. Creativity is crazy and hard to get a hold of. And I wanted to force myself to make this video. My scalp's getting dry. And I think it started with Dollar Shave Club when I was using all their other products. I was like, why not one-stop shop? Like a fuck fucking idiot. And I think the sulfates and the alcohols have dried my hair the fuck out. It's not as glorious and beautiful and grandiose as it used to be, and it's receding, and here. It's just constantly dry, and I'm flaking, and I have dandruff, and I'm freaking out about it. Being fun employed, unemployed, it fucking sucks. I'm definitely really, mate, I'm really feeling it. I don't know where I am. My normal process is to chug an energy drink and then get right into this. But being unemployed sucks. Fun employed, it's a scam. It's not. There's no fun part about it. I mean, I'd spend most of my days trying to fill my time with video games or football. Pretty much my life for the last 7 months has been sitting around playing video games. World of Warcraft, Baldur's Gate 3 filled some of my time. And I only got Baldur's Gate 3 like for my birthday. And then that was like my full-time job. And then I made WoW another full-time job, essentially. That was my job up until the weekends when I would play flag football. That's about it. That's about as much as that was. Not very fulfilling. I did some fun things from time to time, such as creating sketches and making wonderful things and hanging out with friends every now and then. Not as often as I would have liked to, but anyway, I'm going to get to that. I have ADHD. I've said this a numerous amount of times. An outline would never help me. But to speak on the sketches and such that we have made just today, earlier today, late last night, Stafford and Mitch from Medli Studios, which I starred in. Yes, I lent my acting prowess, as it were, to Medli Studios to make one of the most fun things that I've ever worked on in my entire life. I forget to tell people that it's a little bit crass, and some people might be like, oh, that's gross, or what, but I think it's still really funny and in good taste. And within the next few weeks, we have a couple other things coming out too, so link to them here. But yes, I believe my optimism that I would get my job back got in my way. As seen from the laundry section of this video, I was returning home from an interview that I truly do still hope that I get. Haven't heard anything back. With another interview lined up, I just need fucking something for now. Something that I can help pay bills so I don't have to keep asking for just a little bit of substantial sprinkles on top of the small amount that I do get currently from unemployment. But yeah, I don't want to be a piece of shit anymore. I don't want to be a motherfucker anymore, motherfucker. I want to do stuff. And it sucks because even in that time, being unemployed and a white man who has some semblance of a sense of humor and likes to crack jokes, I wasn't even hitting up open mics as much as I should have. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting back into the swing of that. A guy hit me up on Instagram who is, I guess, the new booker for some show that I did beforehand, and I'm like, oh, it's the Bringer show. I don't want to do a Bringer, especially if they're going to force the people that I bring to pay $25 fucking with 2-item minimum. The club itself is not the prestigious Improv. I feel like they do these weird practices just so that way they can stay afloat. But I also know nothing about the business side of comedy anyways. I don't know much about anything. That's why I sit here and I talk to a camera and I spend 30 minutes trying to set up, and my girlfriend helps me frame, which was great of her. She's fantastic. This is our bed. I'm taking y'all to my bedroom. Let's get intimate. I meant to say at the top. I'll be on top for tonight only. But this whole time just made me think I should have applied myself sooner in life. I always think that, I would be somewhere had I not had an interest in girls. But that's not the case. That's an idiotic take. You're an idiot, you old man. Fool. I truly don't know why I used to think that way. That is real. I'm like, man, if I didn't like women, I could focus on other things. It's like, bro, you have the capacity to not think about women. Don't look at them. Too late. In a long-term relationship. Got a dog. Stupid. You thought about it because you needed love. And you got it. You got it, buddy. You got love, buddy. You got love, you got mail. My girlfriend's favorite rom-com. I just really did think that I would have my job back by now. You know, when I was like, oh, the strikes are almost over. And then, of course, over Christmas break or sometime in December, they're like, oh, hooray! But then everyone's like, well, obviously the entertainment industry isn't going to go straight through the holiday season. They've always done like 2 weeks off. So it's like there's no fucking way they're going to change what they do now because of unprecedents or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I know there's a backlog of projects probably waiting to go to post-production. And then I'm like, oh, well, the flow of work will come soon enough. And it still has. Probably because I'm not a guild member or something. I don't know. I should have used that time to build more skills. Either shoot more of these to give myself a little bit more camera knowledge. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. It was a hard time for everybody. Of course, we can look back in retrospect and think, I should have done this. I should have done that. But in reality, all you can do is what you did. And me who fails at making plans is what I really need to learn to do. And so for the past month or so, I've been trying, or at least within the month, I want to say, like the start of the new year, sort of resolution-esque. I've been like, I want to learn how to make actionable plans, and I haven't gotten that far yet, but I've been doing more productive things. I have been reading more. I have been playing video games a little bit less, or at least putting more of an emphasis on less of the brain-numbing ones, where I would play, I'm a sport guy. Listen, I like the sports. I like the Chicago Bears. I like Sheffield United. I like a lot of things. I would play FIFA, and I would get utterly fucking pissed at these piece of shit fucking games that Electronic Arts is putting out into the world. Who keeps giving them these fucking licenses? Take it away. Get them out of town, is what I'm saying. And it pisses me off, but I would get in this feedback loop of just like, well, I'm bored, and what's one thing I can do just to stimulate my brain? And it's that. So now I've been reading, not to the extent that I would like to, but I'm slowly getting back into reading since it's not something that I've done prolifically since middle school. And watching movies. I'm becoming addicted to the cinema. You could say that I am a cinephile. But not quite, because I've not seen a lot of movies that I probably should have seen. But the Oscars are on the way, and I'm quite excited to see who wins the best of the best of the best. And as a Godzilla fan, personally, we are winning with Godzilla -1, one of the greatest movies that I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Godzilla -1 and Oppenheimer coming out in the same year. Oh my God, they were incredible. I mean, Oppenheimer was my number one. I hadn't seen too many 2023 releases. I think I'm at about 30. With a majority of who have been within Oscar talks or Best Picture talks. I still have about 4 that I haven't seen, and I'm taking down 2 or 3 of them this weekend. But even so, like Oppenheimer, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking blown away by everything, like how this movie was pieced together. I don't know if it very much spoke to my tastes, and I very much enjoy Christopher Nolan. I hope he's not like a milquetoast kind of director. I know he likes to make those movies that are perfect for the silver screen. And I love going to the movie theater, so honestly, like if that's the kind of person that I'm tying myself up to for like favorite director, either him or Neil Blomkamp, then I'm just like, boom, I'm there. I love a beautiful and wonderful theatrical experience. If I leave being like, oh my God, I'm invigorated or changed in one way or another, then it's like, fuck yeah. I love going to the theater. There are some drawbacks of going to a theater, but for Christmas, my girlfriend gifted me 3 months of AMC A-list, so I'm going all the time, but I fucking hate AMC. But I have seen probably the most movies in the shortest amount of time that I've ever seen in my life, so that's why I'm like waning off these video games and trying to shift over to movies, TV. And if I am playing a game, I'm trying my best to play some of the games that I have paid for and already own for the longest time and haven't either played or finished, especially story mode games like single player. I want to get back into wanting to play single player games, single player mode games. Sex on single player mode. What a twist. When it comes to believing in myself, I'm an atheist. I actually think that's unironically hilarious. But back on Godzilla and Oppenheimer, I think they are some of the most incredible movies that I've seen. They became instant favorites, especially Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1 had so much heart and was a real, like, I already ended up having high expectations after watching trailer after trailer. even though getting closer to the movie, I was like, oh man, am I about to get myself let down? Like, I don't know. Shin Godzilla was very fucking good too. I really enjoyed that. And with -1, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. This is the best Godzilla movie since the original. I still think that the original Godzilla movie will be the pinnacle of a Godzilla movie, even though it can be cheesy at times, only because it's dated special effects. But the heart and the message behind it is still so resonant today. That's why I say that Godzilla 1954 and Oppenheimer are, I believe, perfect companion pieces for movies. Of course, there's vast cultural differences, like maybe it's a little bit more apologetic or maybe not as apologetic as it would need to be for Oppenheimer, for the Japanese populace to be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's like, how can you feel sorry when you created this? But also you get in that mind where he's just like, oh my God, like you're on the verge of a breakthrough, something new that you believe as well, if its power is demonstrated, could end the need for war, which is very interesting. It also got me to purchase both the script for Oppenheimer and for American Prometheus, the book that it was based off of. So I'm going to do that reading after I'm done reading some Marx biography and some Dostoevsky. I really don't know why I have such a fascination and love for Russian literature. I'm part of a movie fantasy league, and that is very fun. That's been some of the most fun that I've had playing a fantasy anything, and I'm in the lead, thank you, because I do have Oppenheimer, but it did get split into 2 categories. So I got the craft, which is definitely shooting me up the top, because I don't know if it's really going to get a lot of performance-based awards, even though the performances were pretty solid. I just think there were definitely other movies that had better performances all around, but as an ensemble of a cast and everything as a moving piece, I was like, holy shit, sound me the fuck up. I had to immediately see it a second time and used up 3 of my fucking, whatever, your movies a week with AMC A-List to see that. And I was like, I'll go see Ferrari next week. And guess what was out of theaters? Ferrari. I loved it. Oppenheimer, second time in IMAX. The first time I saw it was just 70 millimeter. This time was in digital IMAX, but it's like, whatever, I won't see it in film, and so I don't really know too much about that. Now, I like a filmic look, but I also like a digital pretty colors, so I don't know. And then also, I've been noticing that some movies that have little marketing are going in and out of theaters pretty quickly. Like, The Book of Clarence was one that I was like, okay, I want to see this movie, but I had other things that I was trying to prioritize that were actually, like, nominated for this, and that, because it was a new release for this year. Or at least I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. But it was, like, only out for, like, 2 weeks, and now it's not out at any AMC, and your boy's broke, so I can't really go to any other movie theater and try and get shit. Shit, it fucking sucks. And then The Promised Land with Mads Mikkelsen. It says 2023, 2024. I don't even know, but it was literally at my local theater for 1 week, and now it's not at anything. It's like at the Draft House, which is my favorite movie theater. But again, your boy's broke, and I can't go see that just quite yet. But I wanted to see Mads Mikkelsen as like a German or a French farmer, being like, you can't, you get away from my potatoes, and I will help you lead the French-Prussian thing together. I don't even know what this plot synopsis was supposed to be for this movie, but I just know that it looked interesting, and it says thriller western, even though it's from the East. But I guess when you go west from the East, like if Western is anything away from the Middle East, because I thought we were, as in America was the West. So, I'm from the Midwest, so like geographically, I don't know. But in any case, I love cinema. Not Kirsten. No Kirsten. No Kirsten cinema. I do not know who you are. In any case, I am maintaining a positive outlook on life. Woohoo! Just as best as I fucking can, as best as me fucking can. I walk my little legs out every fucking morning out of this bed when I can get out of bed. The days that I get out of bed are some of the best days that I can have, especially when I get out of bed before 9:30 in the morning. I want to be up at 7:30. I want to be up at 6:30. I want to go to the gym. I want to pump some iron. And then I want to get my day started right. I want to come home, have a nice breakfast, see my dog, kiss my girlfriend goodbye, and try and figure out what to do with the rest of the day. Whether I'm editing all these other videos I'm trying to do, working on a short film, working on this or working on that. I just want my life to be fulfilled. I want to live and lead a fulfilling life. I want to do the right things. I want to do things that make me happy. I want to do things that make the people around me happy. I'm looking forward to the future. This is always the point where it's like endings suck. Endings suck. Unless they're good endings. Because a good ending will make you wish something never ended. And a bad ending will make you wish something would never started. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been there. You've seen those movies. Babylon. It's hard to end things. Because, things end when you don't want them to. Whether it's a good or a bad ending, endings have to happen. The ending has to come. Where am I in the rise and fall of action? Who knows? I'm optimistic I'm at its fucking resolution because I'm sick and tired of this. But as always, I'm very hopeful and have this mentality, probably a white man's mentality, that everything's going to be A-okay. Everything's going to be fine. As one of my favorite comedians working in Los Angeles, when he talks about being part white, he wants to go, he has a bit, it's very funny, but the white guy can do anything, and he can go anywhere and figure it out. He'll figure it out. He does it way better than that. I just didn't want to rehash what his joke was. Monte, you a real one. You the best music. He swinging meat like Drake. Magic Meat Monte, they call him. Follow Monte. This is your shout out, buddy. You're welcome. My dad's going to follow you on Instagram, I guess. I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. Any net followers, I hope you give me a penny for each. Everybody follow him. Thank you very much. Go Timberwolves. It's our year. Tell the people around you that you love them. Rate, comment, subscribe. Call to action. That's what YouTube likes. And don't forget to vote. Yeah, I guess that's it. What else? This isn't an open mic, Cameron. Turn off the fucking camera!